Just went dead.
Good evening and welcome to the November voting session meeting,
Yeah, just
Central Valley School Board, November the 16th, 2023. Please rise for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pauline, can you call roll, please?
here.
Mr. Bloom? Mrs. DeScent? Here. Mr. King?
Here.
Mr. Moab?
Here.
Mr. O'Neill?
Here.
Mr. Ross?
Here.
Mr. Zaritsky? Mr. Ambrose?
Here. Thank you. Ed. Item number 3, public comments on agenda items only. None? Hearing none? We'll move on to item 4, minutes. Number 1, to approve the minutes from the October 19th, 2023 voting session. Do I have a motion? Motion by Mr. DeCenzo, seconded by Mr. Moad. Is there any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries. Treasurer's report, Mr. King.
Bills and reports are submitted for approval. Number 1, confirm the October 2023 general fund payments in the amount of $1,544,016.92. Attachment B. Number 2, confirm the October 2023 cafeteria fund payments in the amount of $84,586.38. Attachment C. Number 3, confirm the October 2023 construction fund payments in the amount of $210,946.19. Attachment D.
Okay.
The report, number 1, to approve the October 2023 Berkheimer report. Attachment E. I'll make that motion.
Motion by Mr. King, seconded by Mr. Ross. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries. Agenda items. A, board policy items. FYI, second reading of the revised policy 827, conflict of interest. That's found on attachment F. That is the second reading.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, moving right along. Negotiation items. Mr. O'Neill is our chairperson.
We have nothing at this time to report.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Thank you. Education items. Mr. Ross serves as our chairperson.
Number 1, to approve, confirm the release time, staff development requests. The conference location is listed on the left-hand column. The middle column, the individuals that we're attending the conference and the dates that they will be attending are listed on the right hand. 2, to approve an agreement with MHY Family Services for the 2023-24 school year in order to meet educational needs as per students IEP at the rate of $176 a day. That would be on attachment G. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Ross, seconded by Ms. Belcastro. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries. Technology, Mr. Moad is our chairperson.
Nothing at this time, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Athletics, swinging back to Mr. King as our chairperson.
Number 1, to approve the following winter coaching staff and stipends pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances. Swimming, Mark Elder, assistant varsity swim coach, $1,000. Katrina Elder, assistant volunteer swim coach, no stipend. I'll make that motion.
Motion by Mr. King, seconded by Mr. Moad. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries. Anything else under athletics? Item F, extracurricular activities. Ms. Belcastro is our chairperson.
Number one, to preliminary approve a high school chorus trip to New York City from March 20th, 2024 to March 23rd, 2024, which can be found on attachment H. And just a side note from last week, it said the band, but it is the chorus.
Course, that's correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the FYI.
And then there's an FYI, field trips. First column is the destination, second column is the group, and then the third column is the date they will be going. And so move on my
By
motion.
Ms. Belcastro, seconded by Mr. O'Neill. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries. Building and Grounds. Thritsky is our chairperson. He's unable to attend this evening. Number one, to approve / confirm the following building usage request. The building, the organization, the date, and the purpose are all presented. Okay. I so move on Building and Grounds and the following building usage. Seconded by Mr. Moad. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries. Personnel, Mr. Bloom, is our chairperson. He had a situation that came up today that he could not attend. So number one, to approve the resignation of Julie Young, custodian, effective November the 3rd, 2023. It's found on attachment I. Number two, to approve Patricia Akon as a paraprofessional at a rate of $13.50 an hour in accordance with the CVSD agreement pending receipt, review, and acceptance of all clearances, effective November the 6th, 2023. And number three, to approve the resignation of Greta Smith, custodian, effective November 17th, 2023, found on attachment J. So I have a motion. Motion by Mr. King, seconded by Mr. Senzo. Any discussion on the motion? Anybody wishing? No, I'm sorry. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, motion carries. Finance. Mr. Senzo is our chairperson.
To approve the audit report for the Central Valley School District for the fiscal year ended June 30th, 2023, as presented by Seifert and Seifert certified public accountants. I so move.
So moved by Mr. Senzo, seconded by Mr. O'Neill. Any discussion on the motion? While we're on the discussion on the motion, I just want to say, first of all, our administrative team did a great job. We got nothing but rave reviews from our audit. And as usual, we're very happy with Seifert and Seifert, the job they did. And again, that's all thanks to our administration, including Mr. Maley. So with that being said, by the way, I lost my track here. Do we have a motion?
I made the motion.
You made the motion, you seconded. I went through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Mr. Two, but Falco got it. We're good.
Thank you. We're good. My apologies to our people online. Okay, moving right along.
Still gotta take the vote.
Thank you.
All in favor?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody wishing to vote no? Anybody wishing to abstain? Hearing none, the motion carries. My apologies, people.
We're good.
I wanted to make sure that our administrative team
You did good.
was recognized for this. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
We're good.
Okay. Public comment. Mr. Swiner.
Yes, I'm Al Swiner from Potter. I'd like to say two things. First thing, I'd like to congratulate Mr. Ross on his reelection and the two other incoming board members. I'd like to thank Mr. King for his time he's put in. It's been appreciated. And the rest of the board members. And I just wanted to also, we had our meeting last week and Chief Ledgy was there, and I thanked him, and I want to thank the board for I attended the El Equipa football game, and I appreciate the way everything was handled.
Thank you.
And I know, I talked to Chief Ledgy, and he said it all went smooth and took care of, inside the stadium, outside of the stadium. With everything going on in the world, it was really good to see the way everything was handled.
Thank you.
I appreciate everything you guys did to that.
Appreciate the words.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Al. And for those of you who don't know this, Al is a supervisor in Potter. And I always like to tell Al, everything's hotter in Potter. Thank you. Okay, superintendent's comments.
Couple things. I'm going to say it again. I say it every month, every week. We still need workers. If we're looking for custodians, bus drivers, cafeteria workers, paraprofessionals, get online, see how you can apply. And we're looking for, good people that want to work in a good district. Also, reminder, Thanksgiving holiday, early dismissal on November 22nd for the students, and no school on November 23rd through 27th. Want to wish everybody a safe and enjoyable holiday. And lastly, I really want to send my sincere thanks to Mr. King and Mr. Zaritsky, who's not here tonight, for your service to the staff, students, and parents of the Central Valley school community, and your support of me during my tenure as superintendent. I truly appreciate our working relationship, personal relationship, and I want to thank you.
Okay. Before we get into board member comments, I would just like to take an opportunity, and I'd like to thank all the people involved that put this together. I'm sitting here with a Commonwealth of Pennsylvania House of Representatives citation, and I'd like to just take a moment and read it. Whereas the House of Representatives of Pennsylvania is always proud to acknowledge those individuals who, through professional excellence, bring great credit to themselves in this Commonwealth. And whereas Thomas King is being honored upon his retirement from the board of the Central Valley School District after a career spanning 32 years of distinguished service. And whereas Mr. King began his years of service in education in 1985 when he became a member of the Monaca School Board, and he remained in that role until 2005. During the 2010-2011 school year, the Monaca School District was merged into Central Valley School District, and he joined the board of the new district in 2011. Throughout his career, Mr. King demonstrated remarkable knowledge, agility, and ability and integrity in carrying out his many responsibilities, thus earning the respect and the gratitude of all those who received the benefit of his tireless devotion to duty. Now, therefore, the House of Representatives of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania congratulates Thomas King upon his well-deserved retirement, heartily recognizes his exemplary record of service in keeping with the highest ideals and traditions of this Commonwealth, offers best wishes for a happy and fulfilling future, and directs that a copy of this citation, sponsored by the Honorable Robert F. Matsey on October the 16th, 2023, be transmitted to Thomas King, 1180 Charles Street, Monaca, Pennsylvania, 15061. I think we all need to stand and give Tom. Tom, thank you for your service.
Thank you. I'd like to say that I'm honored to serve on this board. Honored to serve with all the members that I served with, past and present, and serve this school district. It's a real honor. I don't know what else to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom. We appreciate all your time. Any other board member comments?
Just like to personally thank Tom and George for their time of service on the school, especially you, Tom. Obviously, that's a few years you put in, and I thank you for your time and service, and I think the communities, but Monaca and Center should also feel the same way. So again, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
To George.
Say something too. I wrote mine down because I'm not good on this, on the cuff. So I just wanted to say thank you. Your dedication to both the Monaca and the Central Valley communities is truly admirable. And I am really going to miss you. And he hired me in Monaca.
Really?
Thank you. And thank George too. That's it.
Anybody else?
I'd like to thank Mr. Zaretsky. I know he's not here, for his time as president of this board and seeing us through 2 construction projects with his expertise. He's been a very valuable member of this board and has been a benefit to the community. And Mr. King, I just can't say enough. I've sat next to you most of the time on the board. Really admire the time you've spent, the amount of effort and care that you put into this district and this community is admirable. And I've learned a lot from being here with you. So thank you, and thank your wife, Mary, for allowing you to spend the time doing this also.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay, just one other comment. I would be remiss if I did not recognize George as well. I don't think we could have had a more perfect fit for George as building and grounds chairperson. Just as much as some of the people fit into the education process, he was a perfect fit. And we're really, really going to miss George. With that being said.
Before you adjourn, just want to make sure we get on the record that we did have an executive session immediately prior to tonight's meeting to discuss personnel and to receive information. So
Thank you very much by keeping me legal. Okay. All right, motion to adjourn. Mr. Moad, seconded by Ms. Senzo. He adjourned.